To the March 31st, 2026 meeting of the Lewis and Clark County Commission. Please stand and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Morning. Take a minute and introduce the folks on this end of the room. To my far right is Roger Baltz, Chief Administrative Officer, and then Nico Hash, a representative from the County Attorney's Office, Commissioner Candace Payne, I'm Commissioner Tom Rolfe, Commissioner Andy Hunthausen, and Brandy Grandy, who is going to keep track of all the minutes and record all that we do today. There is a sign-up sheet just on the other side of the bar. We ask that anyone here would please sign that and leave contact information should we need to get back to you. There's also an agenda there as well. Looks like this morning we do have a consent action item. Mr. Baltz.
Thank you, Mr. Chair and Commissioners. This is item 3A on the agenda today. It's the Rocky Mountain Development Council approval letter of the 2026-2027 work plan. Staff recommends approval of that item. Thank you, Commissioners.
Are there any questions from the Commission? Any questions from the Commission? Seeing none, is there any public comment on this item? Any public comment? I see no public comment. Do we have a motion?
Mr. Chair, I'd move that we approve consent action item 3A as presented.
Second.
Is there any further discussion from the Commission? Any further discussion? Seeing none, we'll move to a vote. All those in favor of approving the Rocky Mountain Development Council approval letter of the 26-27 work plan, as explained by Lori Ladas the other day, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion passes unanimously. Let's move on to action items. First is a grant award from the Montana Public Health Institute. Sarah.
Good morning, Mr. Chair, members of the Commission. I'm Sarah Sandau, the Grant Specialist at Lewis and Clark Public Health. Today I have before you for your consideration a grant award from the Montana Public Health Institute for their Capacity Enhancing Projects funding opportunity. The grant period is February 23rd, 2026 through September 30th, 2026 in the amount of $15,000. The application for this funding opportunity was approved by Commission to apply in January 2026. The purpose of these funds are to support local health departments in implementing projects that address an identified need via formal plan or assessment. It is a key component of our Lewis and Clark Public Health Strategic Plan that we hear from our community that we serve to better understand their needs and ways that we can improve. Our epidemiologist has created a customer feedback plan that outlines how we can better get information and feedback from our community to improve our service delivery and access. This funding opportunity will provide funds to implement the plan by starting with two teams, our home visiting team and our WIC, our Women, Infant, Child team. Our plan is to have a survey, focus groups, and interviews that happen in April, May, and June. Analysis of those responses will happen in July. And then once we get that information, we'll have a little bit of these funds to implement something that the feedback presented. These funds will be used on stipends for the people being interviewed, tablets for better data gathering, devices to help record these interviews, food for the focus groups or interviews, a consultant to help with some of them, supplies for the process, and then those funds to help implement some of the changes. We've applied for two different funds from the Institute. One, this is the $15,000 for the capacity building. The other was the $1,500 that I brought before you a few weeks ago. We still haven't heard about that one. That one was for the food for community engagement. So hopefully I bring that forward to you in a few weeks as well. Staff recommends approval.
Are there any questions from the commission? Any questions from the commission? Seeing none, is there any public comment? Do we have any public comment? I see no public comment. Do we have a motion?
Mr. Chair, I move that we approve the grant award from the Montana, excuse me, Montana Public Health Institute as presented by Sarah Sandau.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any further discussion from the commission? It would appear that we're trying to be a little bit more customer friendly and find out how we might work with folks a little more effectively. That's the bottom line.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Thank you very much. If there's no further discussion on the motion, let's move to a vote. All those in favor of the grant award from the Montana Public Health Institute, as explained by Sarah Sandau, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion passes unanimously. Next item on our agenda is a contract between Lewis and Clark Public Health and Emily Tassoni. Sarah.
Thank you. Good morning, Mr. Chair, members of the commission. I'm Sarah Sandau, the grant specialist at Lewis and Clark Public Health. Today, I have before you for your consideration a contract with Emily Tassoni in the amount of $700 to speak about artificial intelligence, or AI, with best practices for office work for Lewis and Clark Public Health staff. This event will take place in May 2026 and will be invoiced by June 30th, 2026. Emily Tassoni works with small businesses normally to help them improve their systems and strategies to better reach their targeted populations. Emily will teach Lewis and Clark Public Health staff about AI best practices and how staff can use it to more efficiently for grant writing, marketing, research, note-taking, and other uses. The 2.5-hour session will include a presentation, workshop time, and ample time for questions. Emily is also gathering information about staff needs from a survey that staff will complete before the training. She has the county's artificial intelligence guide from IT that is in draft form right now so that we can make sure that this training is in line with county rules and regulations as well. Staff recommends approval, and I'm here for questions.
Any questions from the commission? Trying to learn a little bit about artificial intelligence. We see it, seems like it's popping up on our phones all the time, and trying to learn how to be more effective with it and understand it better.
Exactly. Thank you, Mr. Chair. It's a tool that can make us more efficient. It can make us clearer. It can make us communicate better. It could help us streamline our work. And there's also threats. So it's what's the threats? How can we make sure that we avoid those? How can we make sure we're still using accurate information, best practices? So it's really learning both so we can be more efficient, but also not fall those pitfalls. Thank you.
Okay. Any other questions from the commission?
I do.
Yes, go ahead. Commissioner Payne.
Thank you, Sarah. I get these AI notices on when I'm trying to write something on my computer, and it always startles me because it may be that whoever is behind this knows this subject better than I do, but I've spent 70 years collecting all this knowledge, and I think, well, maybe we don't need all this knowledge. All we need is an electronic hookup, and then our brains can sit there and think about, Bitcoins or something, important. This just makes me very uncomfortable. I'm sure it is the coming way of things, but anyway, thank you for helping us get educated about it and the health department get educated.
Thank you. I think the pitfalls are a key component of this too, because if we're not reviewing, if we're not analyzing, if we're not using our brains, then it could be either outdated data, it could be inaccurate. We can't fully trust it. We have to be able to continue to review and make sure that our expertise is involved. So I think that'll be a key component of this to make sure we are not blindly following the artificial.
Thank you.
All right. Any other questions? All right. Is there any public comment? Any public comment on this item? I don't see any public comments, so do we have a motion?
Mr. Chair, I would move that we approve the contract between Lewis and Clark Public Health and Emily Tassani as presented.
Second.
Is there any further discussion from the commission? Any further discussion? Seeing none, we'll move to a vote. All those in favor of the contract between Lewis and Clark Public Health and Emily Tassano, as explained by Sarah Sandau, please say aye.
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 Opposed, same sign. Motion passes unanimously. Thank you. Next item on our agenda is Resolution 2026-17, amending Resolution 2025-103, levying an assessment upon customers of the Scratch Gravel Solid Waste District owning mobile homes as personal property in the district and owing a pay-as-you-throw program charge after August 15th, 2025. Mr. Balls.
Mr. Chair and Commissioners, Misty Edwards has prepared this item for us on behalf of Public Works. I believe Misty may have gotten delayed. If you'll give us just a moment, we'll see if she's available to present the item.
Okay, we'll take a 5-minute break. Misty, I'll explain this resolution.
Good morning, Mr. Chair, Commissioners. For the record, Misty Edwards, Lewis and Clark County Finance, and I'm so sorry that I forgot I was filling in today. Before you this morning is a resolution amending the original resolution to levy and assess customers of the Scratch Gravel Solid Waste District that own mobile homes and that owe a pay-as-you-throw charge after August 15th, 2025. There was an error in the exhibit that was attached to the original resolution detailing the permit holders that had exceeded the 3,000-pound limit. In accordance with the policy set forth in the pay-as-you-throw program, statements were mailed to permit holders who had exceeded the 3,000-pound limit for the time period for July 1, 2024 through June 30th, 2025. Only those accounts owing $6 or more were mailed, and these charges were due and payable by August 15th, 2025. Submitted with the resolution is the amended Exhibit A that lists the accounts with outstanding charges as of August 15th, 2025. Once the resolution is approved, these charges will be placed on the mobile home owners' tax bills. Staff recommends approval of Resolution 2026-17, amending Resolution 2025-103, levying an assessment upon customers of the Scratch Gravel Solid Waste District owning mobile homes as personal property, and authorize the chair to sign. I'm happy to answer any questions.
So basically, we've found some people that somehow are left off the list of owing some money because they went over the 3,000-pound limit. Is that right?
Mr. Chair, that's a good question. What happened was when the resolution was presented in August of 25, it had the prior year's attachment.
Oh,
So it was a total error. So now we're attaching the correct list.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. Any other questions from the commission? Commissioner Payne.
I'm sure this is clear to everybody else, but I think about a mobile home and it has to sit on real property. I mean, it exists. It's got to be someplace. So do the owners of these mobile homes pay the property tax on the lot? And then in addition to that, they pay the personal property tax on the mobile home? So
Mr. Chair, Commissioner Payne, it depends on the mobile home and where it's located. Typically, mobile homes, the tax is only on the mobile home, and the assessment for solid waste is only on the mobile home. It's not on the real property. That's why we have to present two resolutions, one for real property owners that have a physical as stick-built dwelling and then mobile homes. They're separate. They're taxed and billed at separate times. And if it's if a mobile home is in a lot, then the owner of the lot pays the real estate tax. The mobile home owner only pays the mobile home tax.
Thank you, Misty.
All right. Any other questions? All right. Is there any public comment on this item? Any public comment? Seeing none, is there a motion?
Mr. Chair, I move that we approve Resolution 2026-17 as explained by Misty Edwards.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion on the motion? Any discussion on the motion? Seeing none, we'll move to a vote. All those in favor of Resolution 2026-17, amending Resolution 2025-103, levying an assessment upon customers of the Scratch Gravel Solid Waste Management District owning mobile homes as personal property in the district and owing a pay-as-you-throw program charge after August 15, 2025. As explained by Misty Edwards, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion passes unanimously. We've arrived at the end of our regularly scheduled items. Is there and we always like to make an opportunity for the public to address any item that they feel that the commission should know about. Things that are under our purview but are not on today's agenda. Is there any public comment? Is there any public comment? Seeing none, we're adjourned.